there, my YouTube friends. I'm Kelly. I'm working on the wolf quilt a bit more. I'm assembling some of the pieces together. So come along and see what I'm up to. I would also appreciate a few new subscribers, if nobody minds, because I'm nearly at 1,400. Come on and join my YouTube friends. And if you're interested in what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I always try to answer as quick as I can. Let's go. Well, the wolf doesn't look like a heck of a lot right now, but that's what I've got. That's sort of the middle part, like the bridge of his nose. And I followed some advice from a couple of my quilting YouTube buddies about how to pin everything together and make sure that everything lines up. All looks pretty good. That is piece 1 and 2 together up there, and this is pieces 3, 4, 5, and 6 sewn together. So I have to do piece 7, 8, and then put piece 9 on it, so I will go through that with you guys momentarily. Let's have another look here at the assembly diagram. The instructions say to lay out your pieces with the paper showing, so you see the orientation. So the next ones I'm doing are 7 and 8 together. Can you guys see that good enough? So, let me just twist the camera a little bit here. I have 7 laid out the same as it is on there, so it looks the same. And then 8 is going to be sewn down onto it like that. Once you have your pieces oriented how they're supposed to be, pick them up and join them this way. The YouTube friends I talked about for accuracy: Donna, Handmade by Yang, Shannon from Slay Arts, and Tiffany. I think her channel is called Tiffany's Quilting Life. They've all done it more or less the same way. It does help. At least it helped when I did those. So, I don't know if you guys can see here. I actually went a little bit past the 1/4 inch dot line, so I might trim those down a little bit more just to see, but I gave myself leeway on the seam allowance. But you see that corner there? That's the sewing line. So, what you need to do is stab your pin right there in the corner, straight down, like so, and make sure that it comes out exactly on the other line on the other piece. Now I'm a little high on that. Just a minute, let's go down a bit more. There, I think that looks, whoop, no, right, come on, right there, okay. Push the pin all the way down. So, right on top of each other. Pin goes through there. Came part out again, dang it. This is stubborn. But you get the idea. This just doesn't want to do it, of course, now that I'm trying to film it. Let's just go like that and see if that works better. Now it's even worse. Hey, Ma. There. Okay, now we're good. Okay. There. Then you do the same thing over here. From this corner there to that corner there. Okay. Like so. Right through. And then, to hold it, just put the pin in place. Keep it stable. It's hard to get a good angle from my sewing machine, so I hope you guys can see this. I'm going to hold down this pattern really tight and slide the pin out. I'm not moving my finger, and I'm going to take my stiletto and hold it with the stiletto and start guiding it into the machine. I do have my 1/4 inch foot on here. And you just sew right along that line. Actually, I'm going to drop down my stitch just a little bit. Yeah, that needle's going right along the sewing line, and my 1/4 inch is just underneath that, but it'll be fine. The length of the seam allowance doesn't matter particularly. Okay, now getting to the end, same thing. Hold this down tightly while I pull out the pin. Get the stiletto back in. Put it on through. Put my little scrap back in there. Come in. There we go. Okay. Well, let's see how it looks. Open it up. Not bad. Lined up along there. Lined up along there. Sometimes when you're joining pieces, you have a seam that has to match, so you have to do the same pin trick to the seam as well as each edge. But the same procedure applies. And the instructions say now to take out the paper in the seam allowance only and leave the rest of it until you have the quilt top done. I'm probably going to do a little bit at a time after I have some done and there's nothing else to sew to it. You just have to go slowly and carefully and take it all out. Another quick look here at the diagram. 7 and 8 are now together, and piece 9 goes along the side of it there. Like this. So because there's one long seam here and nothing is needing to be joined, I'm going to press this seam open, the one I just sewed. Okay, piece 9 is sewed to piece 7 and 8, and I press the seam this way because this is all one piece. Now, let's have another quick look. Well, first of all, that's what it looks like. So let's investigate the assembly diagram again. So I'm going to put this up on the board, and I have to finish all the rest of these, 10 to 11 to 12, 13, 14, 15, and then I can get the whole piece done. But for the whole thing, here's where piece 7, 8, and 9 go. So I'm almost at the bottom. But I have to do this entire piece at some point and make that a big chunk before it gets sewn to this big chunk here. So we'll just go a little bit at a time, jigsaw puzzle style, kind of. On the assembly diagram, this piece shows on the left side, but paper piecing is a mirror image. So this piece is going to be sewn to that eventually, like so. So for right now, I'm just going to pin it in the right spot. There is a possibility, as I work my way through this quilt, that I will do progress videos. We'll see how it goes. But otherwise, I won't do another video for it until I have the whole top assembled. But we'll see. So, stay tuned.